Hey, everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the Thursday edition of Today in Sports Betting. Joined as always by my pal Scott Reichel doing the NBA here. Scott, pretty good day for both of us yesterday. I had a clean sweep, 2-0 on the premium side, 1-0 on my play of the day. And you had the Milwaukee Bucks for your play of the day.
Yes, I did.
So
Worked out well.
it's a fine day. We did lose our bet the farm on the radio station.
I mean,
But
just a question. Is it a bad read if we lose the first five under in the first inning, but one of the pitchers has a perfect game through 8 innings?
yes,
I don't know.
I know because I made that bet and it did not say winner on my ticket.
Oh, that's a shame. You didn't have a no-hitter insurance?
Did not have no hitter insurance.
I feel like that's something that actual books should do because the odds of a no-hitter or perfect game are so rare. Throw in some random $20 insurance policy.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, you're never going to actually pay it out for the majority of the season.
Dealer has an ace showing, sir, like insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, no-hitter insurance. I don't know what the odds of a no-hitter is in any given game. What do you think that would be? Like 100 to 1?
A no hitter in every game.
In any game. Any just given game.
Should be much less than that, right? What do they play?
There's been about 300 in history.
Well, you have roughly 2,400 games a season.
Give or take.
Say you have 3 no hitters in the season, although we've had 2 so far, but normally I'd say about 3 would be the median there, right?
They're going 80 to 1.
No, you're going 800 to 1. Buddy.
Sorry, my bad. Yes, 800 to 1. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm sure they could offer that at 100 to 1, and people would lap it up too.
Still, just throw in some insurance, have some fun. Yeah. But either way, yeah, we lost bet the farm in about 20 minutes, and yet Rodon had a perfect game through 8 innings, which was really a weird way for the game to go. But Plesac got killed.
Yeah, and I know I was probably higher on Rodon, and you were probably higher on Plesac.
Well, I was more just I just had a question mark next to Rodon because he did reinvent himself, and I kind of wanted to wait until one more start to actually engage him.
I agree.
But no, I still like Plesac. He just got killed.
He did. Happens.
And I had a personal play, which of course I didn't give out anywhere, but I had Philly minus 7.5, and that went to 9. Or they up 22 in the third? They were up 15 with about 5 to go, 6 to go. Nets bench Kyrie down 22. You're like, all right, game's over. Nets cut it to 4. They went on an 18-point run with no Kyrie, no Harden, and no Durant, with Embiid and Simmons on the court.
How about the buzzer beater in Memphis?
Grayson Allen, 90% shooter, misses 2 free throws. And then Doncic hits that ridiculous floater at the buzzer.
Yep. And that took it over.
That'll be on Call the Cops tomorrow.
It will, because it took it over 226.5 too. So,
what was the number before the 3?
What's that?
What was the number before the 3-pointer?
What do you mean? What was the number?
How many points did it go over? Went over by 2 or 1?
Over the total?
Yeah.
Went over by a half.
Went over by a half? That is bad. Okay.
Yeah, that made it 227.
I was going to say, because you can make an argument if Allen made both free throws, but no, it still would have gone under. So, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah, that'll be on Call the Cops tomorrow.
Nasty stuff. All right, so let's talk about today's game. We just got 4 games on the card. Got Milwaukee and Atlanta. Give me Milwaukee. Next game, we got
I agree with you, but I think Giannis should play, but I get tired of being wrong talking about it. Having said that, I said to you after Giannis got ruled out, as long as Towns got ruled out, I really didn't care because Minnesota's useless without him, and they got absolutely killed. So that didn't matter. Now Atlanta has been without Trae Young for the last couple of games. That's worth keeping in mind. Do I think Giannis is going to play? Sure, but I'm questioning my sanity at this point, so I don't know how confident I feel about it. Does it really matter? Probably not. You look at Milwaukee, this team has been streaky all season long, which is why I don't like this team come playoff time, because they either look really, really good for about 5 games or really, really bad for about 3. And that's been their story all season long. Beat Orlando by 37, beat Minnesota by I forgot what the number was, like 25 yesterday, something like that. They killed them. It didn't matter. Now, those are 2 of the worst teams in the league. Atlanta's currently the playoff team. But with no Trae Young, potentially, and with this Bucks team, they're definitely the more talented team just from top to bottom. Do you gamble on Giannis and just take the 6 and you assume if Giannis plays, it's probably going to 8?
Yeah.
I think that's the only play that you really have.
Yeah, both these players are questionable, man. This is it makes this almost an impossible task. It really does. Again, we have the greatest job in the world. Not bitching about our job.
Well, the thing that I have to say is that assuming you're in a situation like what happened yesterday with Minnesota, where let's just say hypothetically Giannis does not play. Do you think Atlanta +6 is a lock with no Giannis? Of course not. Milwaukee doesn't cover this game.
Absolutely not. No.
So I think if you have to play it right now, you take the 6 and you hope Giannis plays and you beat about a 2.5-point line move.
Yeah, and I think you're still in the ballpark if Giannis doesn't play.
Correct, which is the main logic I had for the Minnesota game yesterday.
This is an Atlanta team that's been playing some good ball, man. All of a sudden, they're finding their groove. They've won and covered 7 of 8. So proceed lightly, my friend.
Just saying, you throw in Giannis with the Bucks. Who exactly is in Atlanta's front court? You have Capella.
That's it. Yeah.
Collins is injured, and they go small with like Solomon Hill and a couple other guys who don't really play center, but you know what I mean. Like they tend to go 4 out with 1 center. So if Giannis does play, and assuming he plays 30 minutes, I feel like he could go for 40. Like, don't you feel like they just can't stop him whenever he's
going to be another edition of who's going to stop Giannis?
I think it has to be, right? Atlanta might only have 1 big man on the entire roster. I mean, I'm trying to think who else they have. Is Dwayne Dedmon still there? Like, I don't know who Atlanta even has.
We should just call this show the Who's Going to Stop Him.
Oh no, they got the rookie whose name I can't remember.
No one cares.
Whatever. The point is that he's an unproven commodity. If Giannis plays, he'll probably go for 35. So I'll take Milwaukee. And if you beat a 2.5-point line move on the overnight, then you're going to feel really good about it in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Bucks too.
Shout out to the Bucks though. Sent out a photo of Giannis. Time to go to work. Ruled him out 10 minutes later. Whoever's running the Twitter needs to potentially lose their job because that's
brutal. They gave you the old okey doke, buddy.
Didn't matter. So I gave the sports books the reverse okey doke. I played the reverse Uno. I played the reverse draw 15 card in Uno. They weren't ready for it. But
hey, here's a couple of my favorite teams squaring off in the late game, Scott.
No sarcasm at all.
How about those Celtics and Lakers? Man.
Great.
If Magic and Larry ain't suiting up, I don't give a damn about this game.
I'd care if LeBron or AD was suiting up, but that's not the case.
Celtics -6. Actually opened at 5.5. Went up pretty quick, man. Went up to that.
People buying on this Boston team.
Celtics money. Crew other 3 over 500 now, buddy.
On a roll. They've won 4 in a row against the Knicks, the Timberwolves, Denver, and Portland.
It's getting harder.
I guess. The Minnesota game, they went to overtime in, so I don't know how to feel about that one. But they have played better. Of course, you know that Denver we don't exactly like. Portland we don't exactly like. So I don't have much stock to buy in, but all I know is I don't think this Lakers team is very good. I know that they have played better over the last couple of weeks, but you're looking at these matchups of who's going to be guarding who. Drummond needs to go for like 25 and 15 if the Lakers want to actually win this game outright because the Celtics really don't have many centers. So they need him to have a big game. From the perimeter perspective, you still have Marcus Smart as a tremendous defender, who I'm assuming is going to be guarding Schroeder. I think you'd probably agree with that. You throw Kemba on Caldwell Pope, who's just a spot-up guy, and you let Smart try to do all the heavy lifting defensively.
See, I don't trust this Boston offense.
Well, I'm just going through the matchups. I'm not saying that I really, really like Boston in the spot, but I am saying that I don't exactly like the 6 with the Lakers here because you're going through the line, you're going through the matchups position by position. It's pretty ugly for the Lakers. Unless Drummond eats.
There's a lot of people ready to do a shot right now. What kind of defense do the Lakers play?
Elite.
That's right. There you go. Now everybody drink.
I'm looking at the under if I had to play it, but
yes,
that's really all I got.
That was kind of the point I was going to get to, that if I was going to play this game, I would probably lean to the under 212. And anytime you see 2 teams with the Lakers, you got to go. So
now you look at Boston. Boston has been kind of an under machine. I know 2 of the last 3 have gone over. That was against Portland and Minnesota.
Yeah, congratulations. You put up 116 against Portland. They put up a $145 against Minnesota again.
That was with overtime, but yes.
That's right. It was. I saw the 9-point deficit, and I assumed it wasn't overtime, but you're right. That was OT. Other than that, yeah.
They're still 8. They're 8-2 to the under in the last 10.
Yeah, they've struggled against good defenses. That's the thing. And they've struggled against some bad defenses. They put up 109 against New Orleans. Congratulations. So
the Lakers have definitely been a better over team lately, but when you're setting the totals at 205, it's a lot easier to go over. So
We talked about that dead spot too, because the Lakers had that 7-game road trip. This is going to be their first game back.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, whatever it is, the performances, especially in the first half, tend to be a little sketchy on your first game back off a big road trip. So I'll play the under there with you. I'll take the Lakers if you put a gun to my head on the side. I'll play the Lakers here.
I have no interest in the side. I feel like I don't know how many more games I have to see from Boston before I actually buy in. It really comes down to Kemba, which we talked about for the entire season. If Kemba actually starts playing well, this team will do well.
Dead to me.
And I got to wait and see. But Boston's playing better. I'm not surprised. This team on paper should be better. So congratulations for figuring it out against, I'd say, 4 teams we don't exactly trust.
Dead to me. Dead to me is what they are.
Yeah, but either way, I'll take the under.
Okay, very good. Just 2 other games. Anything get you going?
Well, I thought about doing one game as my play of the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet.
Yep.
As for the other game,
you can't really talk about the other game, otherwise they'll know what the other play is.
Correct. So, yeah, that's kind of it.
All right, very good. As always, any questions about any of these games that we talked about or that we didn't talk about, make sure you stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. Deep dives into every game every single day. Of course, we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like our video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get more just like it. And we'll try to stay hot. We've been running pretty good here lately, Scott. So we'll try to keep that up. Of course, we wish you guys nothing but the best on all of your plays. Hope every one of those tickets in your pocket turns into cash money back at the window. All right. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Keep watching because we're going to do our MLB show right around the corner. So just take a look around there, and we'll be right with you. All right. We'll see you next time on Today in Sports Betting. Take care.